Hey guys, so we're just here with another video on a beautiful Friday afternoon. We're going to start with bulking tips, and the reason I decided to want to do this video is I've had surgery, so I've lost some weight and size, and I have to look back into it because I'm going to be hitting the gym soon and I just kind of want to start gaining my weight back. So we have Graemi here who got some questions and she's just going to fire them to me.
So first question is, what are the body types and what are you?
Alright, so we got three body types you're going to look at. You've got ectomorphic, endomorphic, and then mesomorphic. So ectomorphic people, you're going to be the thin-framed, small, lanky type of look. The biggest problem with you guys is you can't gain weight easily, so it's hard for you to gain fat if you want to get bigger, so you kind of will have to force yourself to eat a lot of food. Then there's people that are endomorphic, and these people are kind of the opposite. You can gain weight easily, but you're going to be stockier, a little bit bigger, wider framed, so it's easier to gain the muscle. And then you have mesomorphic, and these are the best ones to be. These are the natural born athletes almost. They're the people who can gain fat, gain muscle easily, and they can burn it off quickly too. So that's the one you'd want to achieve, but very few people have that.
So the next question is, when people start to bulk, they assume that they can eat whatever they want and as much as they want.
Yeah.
So explain that.
Okay, so for me, because I'm an endomorphic, I could almost eat whatever I want and I can gain the fat easily, which helps. But the biggest problem is if you're not burning it off, what's going to happen is it becomes fat. And then you have to lose it, which becomes worse. So the biggest misconception is if you eat whatever you want, you might end up gaining fat because you have to work out harder in the gym so you can see the size and you're going to see the mass coming in. But if you don't, it'll just be fat and it might just look worse and it'll be a harder thing to lose.
So when do you see results once you start bulking?
When I first did it, I saw results in about a month. Depending on how much weight you need to gain and how far you have to go, it might take you anywhere between a month to even like 4 months, 5 months. You should also watch when you're gaining weight where it's going, because for me, when I bulk, I gain size, which is effective, but the biggest problem is if I gain too much weight, it starts to hit my belly the most, and it might hit things like my neck. So for other people, you should know where you gain weight because you can't really target where your fat's going to go. So you should just kind of pay attention that when you're gaining size, where the weight's going to be distributed.
So what do you see like in the mirror in that time frame?
Well, see, like what I'll see is I can tell like maybe my arms are getting a bit bigger, like my chest could be more expanded. But then if I'm eating too much, I'll start noticing that my belly is going to be kind of popping out where I can't, not that I have to suck it in, but if it's just getting rounder, what's going to happen is I'm not going to have that just flat stomach where I have to suck it in if I want to keep it flat.
So what should you eat if you're starting to bulk,
okay,
or
so
if you are bulking at the moment?
Yeah, so what you want to eat is you probably eat the typical foods you've always eaten, so meats, keep with yogurts are good, like Greek yogurt's high in protein. Nuts are probably one of the biggest things because they're high in calories and high in protein. I eat a lot of bread that is high in protein, so it also has fiber, which is a good thing, so that helps. The biggest thing to do is avoid foods like dessert or alcohol. I mean, a lot of people might want to go gung-ho and drink as much as they want for the calories, but that might also interfere with the fact that you're going to eat a lot of junk food. So the biggest thing for that is just avoid any types of desserts because they're going to be a lot of empty calories. If you somehow needed those empty calories, go ahead, but it's best to just eat a lot of food that has a lot of nutritional value, even if it was like McDonald's, because yeah, that could have 1,000 calories in it, but it might give you like 30 grams of protein in your meal.
And the last point is supplements. Should bulkers use it or not?
Depending on your body frame or what your physique is, I've known a lot of people who are ectomorphic who use weight gainer, which is really effective because it really helps with those empty calories, but it still gives you some of that nutritional value, so it helps. I don't take anything in order to bulk, other than like my whey protein, which is normal, but that shouldn't be a replacement. So I would just advise weight gainer if you really cannot gain the weight, but if you can, just go natural food. It's the best way to do it. It's the healthiest approach. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's all the questions.
Okay, so my final tip that I saw in a video that I really liked, and I saw this about 2 years ago, was more of like a personal trainer almost. He doesn't like the term bulky and thrown loosely, and the biggest thing for me, which I agree with, is people, when they want to bulk, they eat whatever they want, and the problem with this is you're not burning it off, so it looks bad because then you gain fat. The best thing you can do is just work out harder on each workout day, like your routines, and what's going to happen is you're going to want to eat more food to fuel your body, and then that's when the size comes with it. So that's probably the best thing you could do because that's what helped me, because when I was younger I bulked and I gained weight and then it was hard for me to lose it or even just like define it. So I think that's the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any specifics, by all means, just leave it in the comments and we'll get back to it. So have a good afternoon. Thank you very much.